You're watching WYLN TV 35. Now, from the area's leader in live local news, this is WYLN News, the area's #1 source of live local news and information in Luzerne, Schuylkill, Carbon, and Columbia counties. WYLN News starts now.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us on WYLN News. I'm Julia Wiegand. The Food and Drug Administration gave full approval to Pfizer's COVID-19 vaccine today. The vaccine was authorized for emergency use back in December, but today the United States became the first country to approve the vaccine. So far, more than 200 million people have received the Pfizer vaccine nationwide. Health officials hope that the approval will encourage more unvaccinated people to get their shot and lift the public's confidence. The approval also makes it simpler for doctors to prescribe individuals with weakened or compromised immune systems a third shot. The World Health Organization is currently investigating to see if booster shots are needed. Luzerne County has entered the red level, meaning that it's now considered a high COVID-19 transmission area. As of Saturday, the county had 51 new cases with 2 reported deaths. Luzerne joins Schuylkill and Carbon on the list of counties in the high transmission range. According to the CDC, incident rates over 100 per 100,000 residents are considered high. Currently, 51 Pennsylvania counties are in the high level, 14 are in the substantial range, and 2 are in the moderate range. The Department of Health reported 3,637 new cases statewide as of Saturday, the largest one-day total since April. A Luzerne County woman's behind bars after allegedly stabbing a man over the weekend in Wilkes-Barre. Police were called to 26 Park Avenue around 6:30 Sunday morning, where they found a man with stab wounds to his arm. He told police that 42-year-old Shalma McLean showed up at his residence accompanied by her boyfriend, identified as Robert Irick. McLean appeared intoxicated and belligerent, so the victim told her to leave or he would call police. That's when she allegedly brandished a knife and brass knuckles and stabbed him when he attempted to pull away. McLean was charged with aggravated assault, simple assault, reckless endangerment, and terroristic threats. She was denied bail after being considered a danger to both herself and the community. One man was taken to the hospital after being shot during an altercation in Kingston. Police were called for a report of a shooting around 2 this morning outside of the Rush Inn on Zerby Avenue. An unidentified man allegedly brandished a gun and shot the victim in the buttocks. He was taken to Wilkes-Barre General Hospital where he underwent surgery. There's no word at this time on the man's condition or what charges will be filed as police continue to investigate that Luzerne County shooting. A Hazleton man was taken into custody Saturday after allegedly damaging a vehicle with a sledgehammer. Police were called to the 300 block of Muir Avenue for report of a dispute between 32-year-old Sean Mullen, a 41-year-old female, and a 21-year-old male. It was alleged that Mullen verbally told the 2 victims that he'd killed them before taking a sledgehammer to a vehicle. Mullen was arrested, charged with terroristic threats, and taken to Luzerne County Prison for an arraignment. A Carbon County woman faces theft charges for allegedly stealing over $100,000 from her employer. 58-year-old Jane Leslie of Jim Thorpe's accused of making fraudulent transactions while working as a bookkeeper at Manzella Family Healthcare in Penn Forest Township. She told state police she was having personal financial difficulties and would make checks out to herself. A total of $127,271 was allegedly stolen from the business. Leslie was charged with forgery, theft by unlawful taking, and receiving stolen property. She was arraigned and released on $5,000 unsecured bail. The Luzerne County acting manager informed council Friday about her plans to hire a consulting firm to help with the upcoming general election. Romilda Crocomo sent out an email saying that the county would hire the election group at a cost of $70,000 to assist the county election bureau in November. Crocomo told council that the county will pay for the services with available funds in the budget. The county's home rule charter allows the manager to hire a service without the approval of council if funds are available. Crocomo said she didn't mention her plans to council sooner because she wanted to find a suitable firm and make sure there was enough money available to pay them. She did, however, inform the election board of her plans last week. It's back to the books for many schools in the 116th Legislative District, and State Representative Tara Toohill wants to remind motorists about school bus safety. State law requires drivers to stop at least 10 feet away from school buses when the red lights are flashing and the stop arm is extended. Those traveling behind or alongside a school bus must remain stopped until the bus's red lights are turned off and the stop arm is withdrawn. Drivers must also wait until all the students have safely crossed the street. Motorists who violate the law can face a $250 fine, receive 5 points on their license, and a 60-day suspension. Parents should also talk to their children about watching out for traffic and staying safe at bus stops. Classes have already begun in the Berwick area and are scheduled to begin Tuesday, September 7th in both the Hazleton and Crestwood areas. The Great Pocono Raceway Air Show paid an aerial tribute to the pilot who tragically lost his life in Friday's fatal plane crash. The U.S. Air Force Thunderbirds paid an aerial salute to honor 50-year-old Andy Travnicek in a missing man formation. It was Friday morning that the longtime pilot's plane went down while practicing for the event at the Wilkes-Barre-Scranton International Airport. Travnicek was a member of the Geico Skytypers, who withdrew themselves from the air show and later released a statement expressing their deepest condolences for Travnicek's family. After much consideration, the Pocono Raceway decided that the show would go on in his honor, and thousands of fans attended to pay their respects. The cause of the crash remains under investigation by the FAA and law enforcement. And a well-known community activist from the Wilkes-Barre area sadly passed away. Angelo, a disabled military veteran, founded the advocacy group Spanish American Leaders Serving All, aka SALSA, and served on the Governor's Advisory Commission on Latino Affairs. Gerau was a familiar face at Wilkes-Barre City Hall and City Council meetings as an advocate for better relations between citizens and police. Owner and editor of El Mensajero International, Amilcar Arroyo said that his longtime friend wanted to be part of the community, help young Latino people get good-paying jobs, and see Latino officials elected to public office. Memorial services will be held Tuesday at Lehman Family Funeral Service in Wilkes-Barre. Angel Gerau was 68 years old. Coming up on WYLN News, details on PA's Farmland Preservation Program. Plus, Marty's got the lowdown on our upcoming live high school football schedule. But first, we'll take a look at our 5-day forecast brought to you by the WYLN Weather Kids. We'll be right back.
Hi, my name is Ezra. I'm 5 years old, and it's gonna rain out. Bye.
We want your child to be our WYLN Weather Kid. Your child can be our feature weather reporter of the day on WYLN News and WYLN social media posts just by using your smartphone or any video recording device. It's easy. All ages are welcome, from toddlers to teens. To find out how, go to the weather section of WYLNTV.com or look for our post about it on the WYLN News Facebook page. Submit your Weather Kid video today.
All Care Home Care, providing quality in home care since 1986. Call and see how their team of licensed physical therapists, skilled nurses, speech, and occupational therapists can provide you with exceptional service in the comfort of your own home. They also offer dietitian, home health aide, and medical social worker services. You have a choice in your health care. For safe, friendly, qualified care, call All Care Home Care today and let their team begin taking care of you and your loved ones.
Did you know that WYLN News provides news updates every weekday afternoon
At 1, 3, and 5 here on TV and on social media?
Did you also know you can watch WYLN News on the go by visiting our website or YouTube page?
Now more than ever,
WYLN is your local news leader.
WYLN programming is online all the time. Visit our website at WYLNTV.com to check out archive shows and a live stream of our broadcasts. And don't forget to visit all of our social media pages for breaking news, weather, and sports. You can also head directly to our YouTube page for all our programming at youtube.com/WYLNTV35. Subscribe and ring that bell so you get notified every time there's a new show available online.
Hey guys, this is Ray Merrill from Blaze Alexander Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram in Hazleton. Let's make this the summer event. Put you and your family in one of these great looking Grand Cherokee Limited L's.
We have over 8 in stock.
Or if you want something more rugged, how about a 2021 Ram Rebel? How about the 2021 Jeep Renegade? Save over $5,000. We have over 25 to choose from. Whether you're looking new or used, stop down and check out the huge selection of Blaze Alexander Greater Hazleton Chrysler Dodge Jeep and Ram, and you'll find out why we take the deals those other guys won't.
The Department of Agriculture is celebrating a milestone in farmland preservation. WYLN's Julie Stefanovich has the details.
Pennsylvania's farmland preservation program has reached a milestone 600,000 acres over the past 34 years. The preserved land is protected from future commercial, industrial, or residential development.
And farmland preservation has never been more critical than now. Pennsylvania has some of the most fertile non-irrigated soils found anywhere in the nation or the world right here. And we're also within a day's drive of a large percentage of the nation's population with access to markets. And this is increasingly important as we look at challenges with climate change and what that means for farming in other parts of the country like the West.
Farmland preservation goes hand in hand with food security and the economy.
It is an investment in Pennsylvania agriculture of $132 billion a year of economic activity. 18% of our state's gross economy is agriculture.
Consumers also benefit from the preservation by the production of farm-grown foods.
It is what these farms do for the water recharge. We don't often speak of that, right? There's so many benefits that are conservation in natural resources.
Conservation principles and practices have been applied to the program. Public policy also plays a role in keeping the land preserved.
At the end of the day, for all of the right policy reasons, for all of the right environmental reasons, for all of the things that we expect out of agriculture and our food system, it is a decision that somebody makes that sets this in motion. As a family, they say, our legacy is this land.
To learn more about farmland preservation in Pennsylvania's agriculture, visit agriculture.pa.gov. Reporting for WYLN News, I'm Julie Stefanovich.
Thank you, Julie. The Clerk of Court's office will be accepting passport applications once again at the Luzerne County Courthouse. Beginning October 1st, passport applications will be processed by appointment only. Appointments will be scheduled Monday through Friday from 9:30 a.m. to noon and 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. Acting Luzerne County Manager Romilda Crocomos said their goal is to have a scheduling system through the county's website. Initially, however, people can call 570-825-1744 to schedule their appointments. The county will retain $35 as revenue for each application. WYLN's all-time OT hero Marty Burns has the in-depth analysis of what's happening on and off-season across our viewing area. So, let's talk sports.
Welcome to another edition of Let's Talk Sports, brought to you by Blaze Alexander Family Dealerships, Hazleton. We are so excited to have high school football back starting this Friday night. And for fans, we have some bad news, especially those in the Hazleton Area School District. Earlier this summer, the Hazleton Area School Board unanimously voted against our contract proposal. What does that mean for you fans at home? It means for the first time in a long time that I can remember, WYLN will not be at Harmon-Guy Stadium this Friday night when the Cougars play host to Wyoming area. We will have a different game of the week coming up, week number 1. We'll promote that later on this week, but we wanted to let the fans at home know we are not going to be doing Hazleton area home football games this coming season due to the Hazleton Area School Board vote. But we do want to let you know that we will have Sports Talk, your weekly source for Hazleton Area High School football with head coach Dennis Bookman. It's going to premiere this Wednesday at 7 here on WYLN. So you still get to hear about Hazleton Area High School football from the coach, Dennis Bookman. That'll be this Wednesday at 7 here on WYLN. Let's send it back to Julia.
Thank you, Marty. Coming up on Black Creek Township's News Choice, details on a free community concert this weekend. Plus, who's leading the way this week? Stay with us and find out.
SJ Kowalski is your Mitsubishi Diamond Contractor. They can install a Mitsubishi electric Mr. Slim ductless heating and cooling system. Mr. Slim systems are designed to make any living space in your home inviting. You can have a different temperature control for every room in your home. The money-saving technology can save you 25 to 50% on your heating bill. For Mitsubishi, Renai, and trained comfort specialists, call SJ Kowalski at 570-455-2600.
If you're looking for an affordable pre-owned car or truck, Chura's Auto Sales has a great lineup of clean, dependable, and quality vehicles. Stop in 610 North Broad Street, West Hazleton, 570-454-7229.
PPW Nation, get ready for the best of PPW Season 2. Join Paul Bowe, E. Julius Kuiper, Alexander Bravado, Tom Mitchell, and Alex Watt as we take you down memory lane and relive some of the best PPW matches of all time. Saturdays at 5 p.m., Sundays at 10 p.m., only on WYLN.
It's high school football time. Watch WYLN for all the local high school football action as we bring you the event, not just the highlights, like only WYLN can. Watch the game of the week right here on WYLN. We're your local network. For the best in local sports, watch WYLN TV 35. The event, not just the highlights. There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet trap and sporting clay fields are professionally designed and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-455-4251 extension 1378 for more information.
Welcome to Community and You here on WYLN. I'm Julia Wiegand, and today we've got a very special treat. Today we are at Black Creek United Methodist Church with Pastor Scott. First of all, how are you, Pastor?
Great, thank you for being here.
Now, Pastor Scott is going to be giving us the details on their upcoming free concert event, which is taking place August 28th, which is on Saturday, from 6 to 7:30. Now, Pastor Scott, just give us all the details.
That's right. We're having a free community concert right here in the parking lot of our church, so it's an outdoor event. Free community concert, including pizza and water for people who attend. These are friends of mine. They're great musicians, the Kings of Queen Street. They're coming all the way from Stroudsburg, the Poconos area. And we would just want to say this is going to be a great event for families, kids, people of all ages.
Now, what kind of music do they play?
They play a wide variety of music. So they play 60s, 70s, 80s, 90s. Today, they do contemporary Christian, and they even modernize some hymns as well. So all over the scale. It's just going to be a really fun event, and here at Black Creek United Methodist Church, we want to be a light in our community, and we want to make a positive impact on the people in our community. So fun events like this are a good start.
And speaking of start, you just kind of started too, so this is almost like the icebreaker. This is one of those events so that people realize that you guys are here and you guys are here for the community.
Right. I just started here July 1st, and we hope to do a lot of community events like this and reach out to our neighbors.
Awesome. All right, everyone, remember, free concerts right here at Black Creek United Methodist Church, August 28th, 6 to 7:30. Bring your family, bring your friends, because there's going to be plenty of music, plenty of food, and plenty of drinks. Thank you, Pastor, for talking with us today.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And thank you, everybody, for joining us on Community and You. We'll see you next time here on WYLN.
Sacco Chiropractic, East Broad Street in Hazleton, has the healthcare you've been waiting for. Whether it's a chronic issue or something new, Sacco Chiropractic has the most up-to-date techniques and therapies to help with any ailment. From his days of playing football with the Cougars and then in college, Dr. Scott Sacco has an elite understanding of sports injuries and how to correct them. Whether you are an athlete, a weekend warrior, or a grandmother, we can help with multiple issues. Call today to see why relief is super. Man, 570-497-4150.
There's no better place to shoot than Whitetail Preserve. Their skeet trap and sporting clay fields are professionally designed, and all stations are handicapped accessible. Whitetail Preserve has resident shooting instructors certified by the NRA in shotgun, rifle, pistol, home safety, and personal protection in the home. Whitetail can also cater any size event, whether it be a private party, corporate event, or wedding. Call 570-455-4251 extension 1378 for more information. Go hog wild for Iron Pigs baseball. WYLN is televising the Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs live. America's favorite pastime on your local network, WYLN TV 35. See the Stars of Tomorrow at Coca-Cola Park. Don't miss any of the games here on WYLN TV 35. Visit WYLNTV.com for a complete Iron Pigs schedule. Lehigh Valley Iron Pigs on WYLN, your home for live sports.
Hi everybody, tune in this week for Let's Talk Chiropractic. Virginia Hydock is 82, had a bad foot, a bad finger, and a bad hip. Chiropractic care and a laser, it's given a new life. Tune in and see if we can help you.
September 18th is the season kickoff at the Wilsey Center in Hazleton. Opening up the night, legendary vocalist Tony Angelo. And then one of the best party bands around, Ostrich Hat. Their high-energy show contains songs from every genre of popular music. Doors open at 6, show starts at 7. Tickets just $15 each. Get them online, wilseycenter.org, or in person at Boscov's at the Laurel Mall, the Melfi School of Music, the Hazleton Employees Credit Union. Don't miss this awesome kickoff event, September 18th.
WYLN CA35's children's programming is designed with the specific purpose of serving the educational and informational needs of children. In compliance with FCC guidelines, a copy of the children's programming report is on file for public inspection at WYLN 1057 East 10th Street in Hazleton, Pennsylvania during normal business hours. To view the report online, visit fcc.org.
WYLN's going behind the scenes to learn more about the lives and goals of our local leaders. So, Mike Camisa is leading the way again to kick off this week's series.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Leading the Way, where we explore the backstories of those paving NEPA towards a better future. This week, we're joined by Mike Camisa from Emmanuel Christian School.
Yes.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I'm honored to be considered an emerging leader here in Hazleton.
It's good to have you on. So why don't we start off at the beginning, as we start with everyone, talk to us about growing up in the area. You're from the area,
Yep.
and just growing up in the area and how that influenced you to, who you are today.
Yeah, I am born and raised right here in Hazleton, actually at the old St. Joe's Hospital on 309. I went to the public school system here. I went to Arthur Street Elementary and then the Hazleton Area High School. And I played baseball. I did a lot of work in my parents' print shop. They've had a print shop here in town forever, so I grew up doing that. And growing up, I always wanted to become a cop, actually. Not what I'm doing today, but I always wanted to be a state trooper, go into law enforcement, help people. I actually took law enforcement classes at the Career Center, absolutely loved it. And that led me to where I went to school, which was DeSales University for criminal justice and eventually political science, which is kind of what I've found myself doing these days.
And when you explored that education, what kind of I think you went from this, where you are now, what changed and shifted there in education?
I absolutely loved, I had to take a political science course, one of those mandatory electives, and I absolutely loved the course. I got an internship for Lou Barletta. I worked in DC with him, and then that kind of snowballed into working in politics in DC for a little bit, and then eventually going on to graduate school at the Bush School of Government and Public Service in Texas.
Wow. All right, folks. Check back tomorrow as Mike continues leading the way into part 2 of this week's segment. Good night.
And that's the news. Remember, the source matters now more than ever. Catch all the latest on our Facebook page, YouTube page, or at WYLNTV.com. Stay with us. A look at today's weather is next, right here on WYLN TV.